I'm on my way to a quilt shop, but before I go, I'm going to show you that these are the things I'm going to take to a quilt retreat, and then after that I'm going to show you how much I got done on those projects. So stick around to the end, you'll want to see that. And also, if you've never subscribed to our channel, if you would please do that. I know some of you watch it but you don't know that you're not subscribers, and hit the like button if you like this video. Thanks. Now back to the video. For this quilt retreat, I decided to pack a bunch of UFOs, unfinished objects. So this is the first one that I'm going to work on, and these are foundation paper pieces. I've done a bunch of these blocks in green and white scraps, and I do want to put them together with this design that I've come up with on my EQ8. So those I will be taking with me, and we'll see how far I get on those. This is a nice simple little pattern for a pillow done with a mini charm pack that looks just very pretty and simple, and so I'm going to take that along. That shouldn't take long at all to put together for a pillow top, and that will get me farther along on that project. And then this is a box that I purchased at a quilter's yard sale, and this is a box full of flannel pieces that are cut into bib shapes. So I am hoping that I'm going to get a bunch of these done. We've got babies coming in the family, and these are just, the cutting is the biggest part, frankly, and I should be able to put a bunch of these together in no time. One thing I want to make sure is that when I go to a quilt retreat, I make sure I take plenty of things to sew on. It is far better to take too many projects and not get to them than it is to take not enough projects and run out. And now I have a quilt top that I have finished the top, but I need to have some borders around the edge. And so this, I believe I'm going to take some of the scrap 1.5 inch pieces that I have to make an outer border, and then that one will be ready to quilt. So I'm back from quilt camp. Well, let's take a look and see how much I got done. So everybody got a lot done during quilt camp this year, and this is one of the things that I had the top just about together. Now it's wrinkly because I just pulled it out of the bag. But I wanted to put the borders on, which I did. So I'm going to show you what I did for borders. Because this is a scrap quilt, I just took 1.5 inch strips, and I went all the way around the outside with the same color families that I had for the quilt. Now I'm going to do this quilt up, and I'm going to, at some point, show you how to make it. But I thought this turned out well, and I really liked that I went straight up one side, straight up another. I didn't try to miter that corner. I really like that look, and it makes for a much more simple way to put your sashing on. What I want to show you, do you remember this one? This is where I had all of the small courthouse steps blocks, and this is what I have done so far. Excuse the wrinkles, this just came out of my bag, but you can see where the courthouse steps blocks are. Now I will be showing this in a later video, someday when I get it finished, soon, but you'll see that I was short just a few of these, so really all I got to do is make just a few more of those, and I will be ready to finish this quilt up. So, and those I was making with these foundation paper pieces, which I love working on. Like I said, I did get quite a bit done. Sometimes I get more things done than others, depends on how many people are at the retreat. And because the more of them, the more work that I have to do. But this one was smaller. So check out the bibs that I've made. Look how many. So we've got a nice two-sided simple bib. I got 2 for the whales. I have this beautiful green on one side, owls on the other. I got 2 of those. This is one I liked. So this one has, these are all flannel on one side, except for this one has fleece on the other side. There was one in there that was made of fleece. I like that made of fleece, so I'm going to start doing that more often. Here is one that is of all things Christmas, and so I put red on the back. So I did, oh, one more I got to show you, Winnie the Pooh. You can see a little bit of the Pooh characters. And so I got a lot of those done. I think I got at least 12 of these done. So that to me was a very, very productive retreat, and pretty soon I'm going to be getting ready for another retreat. Now there was one project I didn't get much done on, but that's okay. And that's only because I got done, it was this one that I was doing with the mini charms, and I got the inner section done and then realized before I can make it into a pillow, there's going to be an applique there. So I'm going to work on that applique and then I will be able to finish that into a pillow. So I might take this one with me for the next retreat. We'll see you next time.